our web programming essentials tutorial series from Suvashna.com. That is our website. My name is Jay, and we strongly recommend that if this is the first time you're watching this video, so please watch the video number 1, which is available on YouTube, or if you're already in your class in the virtual classroom, then please go ahead and watch this video 1, Hello World, before you come to video 2, Hello World, for coding. All right. Now in this video, so I want to teach you the preparing your computer to start coding. That is what I would like to go ahead and talk about in this video. Now, one question which a lot of people ask is, which computer should you buy for web programming? Now, the good thing about web programming is any computer is okay. You can use any computer, old computer which you can buy, or a second-hand computer, or a new computer, like we use MacBooks and iMac in our office to do web programming, whereas you could be using any computer that you have. You can code it on Linux, you can code it on Chromebook. If you have Chromebooks, you can code it on standard Dell or HP computers, laptops, regular desktop computers that you have assembled. It doesn't matter. Any computer you have, you can use it to do web programming. Okay, because web programming, you know how websites can be opened in anything. So obviously you can code or build web apps in any kind of computer that you might have. Okay, so that is the most basic answer I can give you about which computer should you have. Now, when it comes to doing web programming, there are a few things that you can do. Now, there are many ways of doing web programming, but in this video, we plan to use something called as CodePen. Okay, so let me get that CodePen on the screen for you. 1 minute, let me just get that. So what we do here is we use this website called CodePen. Let me just get that on the screen. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So this is a website called CodePen. You can see here CodePen, right? And then the website is codepen.io. So I'm going to put that link here on the PowerPoint. Okay. The reason why we use CodePen is because it is very easy for anybody to use it. Okay. Now I'll tell you why. Okay. But first, let me just show you by doing a very simple thing. So let me go here and I'll say CodePen, new pen. So it comes up something like this. Now let me add some simple code. Now I have this website called W3 Schools. I think you know about this. Okay, so you know about this website, right? So a lot of people have used it. I also use it a lot. So what I'll do here is I'm going to copy some code from this. So so let's say I'm building a website and I want to write some code. So I'll come to CodePen. Okay, and I'll put this here. And now this name of this is, 1 second, let me just get this name. Okay, we are ready with that. I'm going to call this. Okay, so now what I'll do here is I want to go ahead and okay, and then I want to go ahead and run this. So what I'll go is I'll go ahead and see, I'm getting a small error. It says that I can't have it, just HTML, the body goes here. Okay. Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine, that's okay. They are giving us some warning that we can't do it, but that's okay, it's fine. We are getting the output. In HTML, you'll get these errors. We'll talk about that later. So you can see the output here already. Okay, now let's say I want to go ahead and watch this in a different, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. So let me go ahead and save it. Okay, I have saved it, and now what I want to do here is I want to see this on the screen. So I have this option here, and I'll click on it, and that output will come up on the screen right away. For some reason it is not coming. Let's see, why are you not coming, my friend? 1 second, I think it's a Safari issue. There it is. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is what I like about CodePen. And let me do one thing here. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to say page title. I'm going to call this Hello J, and I'm going to say this is, actually I don't think they like this. I think that's why I'm getting the error. So I'm going to, yeah, that error is gone. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to say hello, how are you? And I will say I am good. So I'm going to save this. Okay, and now I go here and I'll reload. There you go. See that? So this is what I like about CodePen. So it's a website. You know, just go to codepen.com.io, create an account. I have an account. All right, you log in. If you don't have an account, you can create an account, and I think most of you know how to do that by now because you install so many mobile apps. So and then you can start coding. You can put the HTML here, you can put the CSS here, you can put the JavaScript here, and you can see the output in the bottom, or you just click on this button and the output comes on a separate page. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's as easy as it is. You can build very, very large projects using CodePen. You can build very, very small projects in CodePen. You can do whatever you want, and it is free. It is free. Okay, now I mean, of course, I have the pro account. You can see here that it says it's a pro account because you know what, I'm a trainer, so I need some pro features. So I have a pro account, but you don't need a pro account or anything. So all you have to do is you go to CodePen, create a free account, and start coding. And also, you may want to use this website. You know, we like this website. Where is that? W3 Schools. I mean, put that link here. This is a very good website. I learn a lot of things from this website, especially in my younger days. So let me put that here. So there you go. This website is very good, very cool as well. So the best way, the easiest way, if you are a complete beginner, is to use this website called CodePen. Why? You just create an account, log in, and start coding. No complications whatsoever. Now, another good thing about CodePen is you can share the code that you have written with people whenever you want. So let's say this code, let's say this is something which I want to share with everyone. So I can go to settings here and I'll go to privacy. Right now this privacy is on, so which means the privacy is on. So let me go ahead and turn it off. It's public now. So now what I can do is, so I want to share this. So let me click on share, and I want to share link. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, export. I think, no, not this. I don't want this. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, oh, this is, yeah, there you go. That's it. So the link is right there at the top. You take this link and put it wherever you want. So let me do one thing. Let me open a private browsing window. So, okay. So this is a private browsing window on Safari. So I'm just going to load this. Okay, it's a private browsing window. That means, you know, you can see I'm not logged in or anything. And still, you see that whatever code I did, you can see it. Problem solved. That's it. I can edit it right now. See? And then I can go ahead and it should come up. It should save it. Yeah, there you go. It's reloading. Give it a minute. Come on. Oh, sorry. It's a title. Sorry. Let me just change it here. Okay, the output should come immediately. I'm not sure why the output is not coming immediately. Maybe it is still saving, it is still loading. Now, I am not really sure why CodePen is not doing what I want it to do. sorry. I think it's because we are in private mode. 1 second. Let me open another browser. 1 second. I know Safari is not, folks, if you're doing web development, I want to tell you, Safari is not the best option to do web programming. You just saw with your own eyes the problem with coding on Safari. Sometimes things don't work. They simply don't work. I have faced this issue many times. So the same link, let me go ahead and load it on Firefox. Okay. There we go. It's loading. Yeah, there you go. Now let me try to make a small change here. Some problem with Safari browser. See? I knew it, but it's just that on a Mac by default you start using Safari, you don't realize it has some issues like this. So there you go. So you just take that link. I'm going to put this in the PowerPoint as well. I'll put this link in the video description also, but I'm putting it in the PowerPoint also. So there you go. So that's the good thing about CodePen. You go to CodePen from any computer. All your code is saved online. You don't need to worry about losing it, like if your computer, some problem happens, or if you're traveling or something. CodePen.io, create a free account, start coding, and whenever we do some coding in any of our tutorial videos, we'll always give a CodePen link. So you can click on that link and immediately you can see the code that we wrote, and you can start editing it right there, and you can save it into your account, do whatever you want. No problem. Okay? Alright, now that is the best way to learn code pairing. Now, the last question is, what if you don't want to use CodePen? That's something you may want to do. Why? One reason is, what if there is no internet? Or what if you don't want to keep your code online all the time? Okay? Now, if you don't want to use CodePen, then the next option for you is, let me just show that for you. Is to use VS Code. Okay? Now VS Code you will want to use because this is how developers do web development. I do all my coding, not just web development. I do .NET Core development, I do Node.js development, even iOS development, Android development, .NET development, C++, C#, every kind of development I do in VS Code or Visual Studio Code. Okay, and this is how developers actually do web development. We don't actually use CodePen all the time. CodePen is good when you want to share things, or you want to, especially for classroom situations, is very good for someone like me where I want to share things to you and you just want to see things immediately. CodePen is really, really good. So since you are a beginner, CodePen is important and it is good. At the same time, if you want to feel a little bit more advanced, a little bit more like a developer, then we would strongly recommend you use Visual Studio Code. Now, in order to do this, obviously there are some things which you need to install. First, you need to get Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let me just get that link here. So you need to get Visual Studio Code. That is the software which you'll have to install. So let me just put that link here. Now, along with this, there is another thing you have to do. So in order to run all this, you need to install Node.js. See, the thing is, on my computer, Node.js is already installed, so I won't be able to show you how to install Node.js, but hopefully you'll find some online video or link or something to install Node.js. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. So here what I did in CodePen. Let's try to do the same thing on my computer using Visual Studio Code. Okay, So I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code here. It's already open here on my second monitor. And I'll bring it here. Okay, there we go. So those are all the projects I'm working on right now. So let me open a folder. Okay, so here I'm going to say, let's see, I just want a simple folder to show you folks. So I'm just going to create a folder on desktop. So let me create a folder. Let me call it Hello World Video 2. Okay, I'll just create a folder. Okay, this is what you also have to do when you're coding. You have to create a work folder. So I'll open this folder. All right. Now once I have this folder open, I need a file. So it's going to be a HTML file. So I'll go here, click on this, and I will say, let me use index. That is the standard name which people will use. So I'm going to call it index.html. So now I have a file where I can put all my HTML code. So let me get that code from here. I'll copy this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to copy from here. This is better actually, because this is the full code. So let me go back to Visual Studio Code. So this is our basic HTML code. Now the thing is, if you want to open this, you can actually directly open this in Firefox, for example. So let me try that. So I'm going to say right click, open with, and Firefox. It opens. Nothing wrong with it, right? You see, this output is same as this output. It's the same output as my CodePen. Where is that CodePen? Yeah, see? They're all the same. I'm getting the same output. I mean, of course, the words are different because I've changed the words, but I'm getting it. But the problem is you should not directly open your file like this. That's not a good idea. Okay? So in order to do proper web development, you have to use a web server. Now, because this is the internet and today technology, there are so many ways to run a web server. You can do any number of ways. Where we here at Suvarshna, we use this package called as HTTP server. There you go, this one. So again, I won't be able to teach you right now how to install Node packages. So you will have to find out how to do it on your own. So I recommend that you use this package. Okay, it's already installed on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll open the terminal. Okay, now this is where things get a little complicated. This is why I said you should use CodePen, because there are so many steps involved if you want to do web development without CodePen. But the thing is, this is how I develop. I've been developing for 8 years. I use Visual Studio Code. I do all these commands. Sometimes, I'll have like some 20, 30 windows open and coding at the same time. So this is life. So here what I'll do is I will go ahead and type the command HTTP server. So now you see that it says that the server is running on these two addresses. So any one of these addresses, I can see my output. So I'll copy this and I'll go to my Firefox. Like I said, please use Firefox, don't use Safari. You saw what happened to me before. And I'll run this, and there we go. You might be thinking, here we are directly opening the file, we are getting the same output. Here also we are getting the same output. What is the difference? Well, we'll worry about the difference in a future episode, because this episode I just want to show you how to get your computer ready to do web development, and I just showed you how to do this using CodePen and using Firefox. So if I go back to Visual Studio and I will say this is I'll just say Batman. I save the file, I come back, reload, there you go. So you can see for yourself. So if you're going to do it in CodePen, everything is automatic. The moment you change something, the moment you go to this CodePen here, like I said, Firefox, it's a little slow. So if I make some changes, if I make some changes here and then it saves, see, it takes a few seconds for that to save and then reload and all that. It takes a few seconds. There is some delay, and also, like I said, Safari is a little takes time. It doesn't see it came now. So there's a small delay because everything happens on the internet. But the good thing about CodePen is you have an account, online account. So all your code is saved. It's easy to share. I just gave you the link. You go to this link on your computer. The same link I put it here also. Let me put it. The same link I put it here. You can see that code. It's easy to share. So if you're working on something, let's say you're working on something, you have a doubt, and you want to show that code to me. How will you show? If you're working on Visual Studio Code, it is not impossible. We have GitHub and all that. But if you're using CodePen, you get stuck. You can take that link. You can come to our virtual classroom. This is our virtual classroom. And then you can send that link on Teams. You come here to our Teams, and then you say, video 1. Let me just, hello Jay. This is my CodePen link. Sorry, not that. Where is that? Let me get that. Yeah, this is my CodePen link. Can you see what is wrong? That's it. I can directly click on this link, directly go to your code, edit it, and send the response back to you. Easy peasy. So it is really up to you how you want to learn web programming, how you want to prepare your computer. You can either use CodePen, where everything is ready for you, but there's some time taken because you need to have internet all the time, to save, load. It'll take some time. If your internet is slow, then it'll take a long time whenever you want to do some coding. And if the internet stops working, then all your code is gone. You can't work at all. But if you use Visual Studio Code, then the number of steps is more. You'll have to install all the software, packages and everything. And also when you want to ask doubts or something, it'll be a little difficult. It's not impossible, but it'll be a little difficult. But the best thing is Visual Studio Code is fast because it happens on your own computer. And the best thing is it'll work even when there is no internet. You will of course need internet when you're doing development because you have to ask questions and all. We'll teach you how to do that in these videos. But if you do coding on Visual Studio Code, then it is faster, and that is also how companies do code today. We build all the software using editors like Visual Studio Code. So it's a good idea to use that also. So my advice is in the beginning, start by using CodePen until you get a hang of things, and as you learn the basics, maybe at the end of our course, you may want to start using Visual Studio Code. And that is video 2, Hello World for Coding, where we show you how to prepare. Before you can learn actual coding, you need to have all the things ready. We call them developer tools. So you need to have your developer tools ready. In fact, I think I'm going to change this title to Hello World for Coding Developer Tools. Yeah, that's a better title for this actually. So that is what we want to discuss in this video, and we have done that. As always, if you have any questions, please post them on our where is our virtual classroom. Okay, you have any questions, you can please join our classroom. The link is there on the description. And of course, if you want to, you can ask questions directly here. You don't need to create an account or anything like that. If you want to have discussions with us, ask questions and things like that, you can contact us through our contact details, which is there on our website. Let me just show that again. These are our contact details. You can go to our website, subhashchandra.com, or you can send us an email, support@subhashchandra.com, and we will add you to our Teams discussion group. So thank you again, and have a good day ahead.